Hello friends, I hope all of you are safe and staying indoors. Did you know one of the best ways to build vocabulary is through word associations? In today's video, I'll discuss various DIY word association worksheets. It's a great help during the pandemic when the children are indoors. You can actually do a lot of these worksheets to keep them entertained. Before starting, let me remind you to like this video if you find it useful. If you're new to my channel, do subscribe for more such content. Let's get started. So our first worksheet is a simple matching based worksheet where we have to match the related words. We have certain words on one column and some more related words on the other side. So for instance, ring would go with diamond. We normally wear diamond rings. A queen lives in a palace. Clouds give us rain. The rocket would go to the moon. The witch would cast a spell. So these are associations which the child has to make and just match the words together. It's very interesting and they really need to be aware of meanings of the words before they can make these connections and associations. Now in the second worksheet, the children have to underline the animal and its young one in the group. So they could do rabbit with a bunny, goat with a kid, then they would have deer with fawn, a swan and a cygnet. After this, I've made it a little complicated. So bee, butterfly, worm and caterpillar. It does not go with any of them. So they actually have to choose a butterfly and a caterpillar. Now this is where they actually need to start using their concept of vocabulary, making word associations and using their observational and application skills. Goose, hen, chick and duck. Again, it's going to be hen and chick. Similarly, eagle and eaglet. And then we would have a horse with a foal. Now, in this particular concept, there are many variety that could be made. You can make children underline opposite words. You could make them do animal and their sounds. You could make them do things that go together. You could make them do even compound words. So for example, you can have words like sun and shine written separately along with two distractor words, and they have to underline sun, shine, or a bookworm to form compound words. It's basically up to you how you modify and change the sheet and what concept you want them to learn using the sheet. Next, we have this worksheet. Find the word related to each group of words. Also add another word related to the group on your own. Now this is something which children a little older can do more easily because they have to add their own word individually. Younger ones might not know the spelling. That's the only reason I'm mentioning this. So pen, pencil, and with that we have jeans, Crocs, beach coat, sharpener, tumbler. So obviously in this category, sharpener is the word that would fit. So we'll write sharpener here, and an extra word could be an eraser, it could be a ruler, it could be even a sketch pen. Basically any stationery item which the child uses, likes, enjoys could fit in here. It could be a color pencil, anything. It could even be a crayon. Next we have flip-flops, sandals. Along with this we would have Crocs and another word which the child can figure out on his own. It could be slippers and any other related word, any footwear basically. So trousers, leggings. With this we would have jeans. Again, anything else that the child is comfortable wearing or the child knows, which would go in this category. Remember, these would be things worn on the legs. So here the child cannot mention something like shirt or a frock or something like that here. So you'll have to be a little careful about that. Now this is a sheet where you will need a little bit of effort while making it because we need similar words here which are used in different contexts. So you know the word only, lonely and alone. when read separately, they have similar meanings. But where to use what word accurately is very essential to vocabulary, and this is something that a child should know. So the question here says, fill each blank with words from the box. Use each word only once. Now, if you think making a worksheet like this is not easy and you find it difficult, do let me know in the comments. I'll make sure to upload similar worksheets which you can practice with the child to improve his or her vocabulary. I'll be waiting for that. So here it will be, Rohan is the dash child in the family. He plays with his toys dash. He feels dash as he has few friends. So Rohan is the only child in the family. He plays with his toys alone and he feels lonely. As he has few friends. Now, in the current situation, most of the children are feeling very lonely, which is the reason you need to be their friend, you need to be their parent, and you need to support them as much as possible. Our little heroes are the ones who deserve a lot of praise during this pandemic. Similarly, there's another passage here which can be read. You can copy down the passage yourself and you can help the child to complete it and understand it much better. Now write words in the correct group. This is a categorization worksheet basically, so any new words or any new vocabulary which the child is picking up can be split into categories and more words could be added to it. So here I have taken up the category of farm, zoo, cutlery and hobby. So painting would definitely go under hobby. Knife would be cutlery. Plate, again cutlery. Zebra would be a animal in the zoo, not in the farm. So similarly, all the other words can be read and put in the correct category. Now here I prefer mixing one or two easy categories with something that I actually want the child to learn, which might be something new for the child. So rather than making the whole worksheet very tough, it's always good to blend so that the child is confident while he's doing it, and through elimination also the child can learn which word goes where. And it's all a matter of reinforcement. The more they read the word, the more they categorize, the more familiar they get with the word. Now we have a worksheet where it says that cross out the word that does not belong to the group. Again, an excellent worksheet for vocabulary building particularly. So glad, jealous, pleased and happy. Now if you'll notice, glad, pleased and happy all have similar meanings. They are positive feelings, but jealous is a negative feeling, so we put a cross on it. Then we have angry, cross, uneasy, annoyed. Now here if we see, basically angry, cross and annoyed mean the same. Uneasy is a little different in terms of emotions and feelings, so it is going to be the odd one out. Scared, hungry, afraid, nervous. I'm sure you've already figured that out. Hungry is going to be the odd word. Now here if you notice, what is happening is the child is being given alternate words for the same thing. For instance, instead of always saying I'm scared of something, the child could say I'm afraid, I'm nervous about it. Okay? So similarly for happy, it could be pleased, glad. I have an entire video on alternate words for use of happy. Instead of using happy, there are many alternates which the child can use, which will make his entire conversation and even his written text much more fun and entertaining. Then we have angry, cross and annoyed. Something like, the child is very frequently saying I'm angry at this, or I don't like this. My mama is angry, so she gave me a slap. I hope none of you do that, but anyway, just an example. Cross is similar, but mostly children don't use it. I'm sure many of the children would not even know that cross could also mean angry. So here they are learning new words for words which they are familiar with. So as you can see, foolish, tired, exhausted and weary. So again, foolish will be extra. Sorry, ashamed, warm and guilty. Warm would be the odd one out. Similarly, you can go through the whole worksheet. You can note it down and you can make your children solve it. Then we come to this where it says underline word in each group that are related to the first word. Now earlier we were doing odd one out. Here we are doing synonyms or word with similar meanings. So the word here is king. So words which are related to king, which means crown and castle. Then we have armor. So armor would go with soldier and protect. You can make n number of worksheets like this. It's always advisable to pick words that the child is familiar with and add new words which you want the child to learn. So you can pick up words from their EVS textbook, from their English textbook, from storybooks which they are reading, and just make any and every kind of worksheet possible. These are very entertaining and the child doesn't even think of them as studies or sitting down and doing work or a burden, so these are fun way of teaching the children. Last but not the least, fill blanks with the words given. Now earlier there was a similar worksheet, but there what we had is similar words which had to be used in short paragraphs. Now here we have a whole lengthy paragraph and we have a variety of words. So the child has to read the sentences and figure out which word should go where in the blanks. Okay, so this is very good even for their comprehension skill and of course for developing their vocabulary and association, knowing when to use which word. It started to dash just as the school bell rang. Now here, when we read the words, it is very obvious that it is going to start raining. So it started to rain just as the school bell rang. My classmates took dash their umbrellas. So what will we do? We'll take out our umbrellas. So took out their umbrellas. As they left now where are they going? They're going to be going back home. So they're going to leave the classroom, because if you remember, in the beginning there was this clue that the school bell had rang, so the children are leaving school. So they left the classroom. I did the same. Soon I was dashed to the bus stop in the dash rain. Okay, so the child has done the same thing, taken out the umbrella. Then what will the child do? How will the child reach the bus stop? So I was walking to the bus stop. That's the only possible option that can come here. In the dash rain. Now what kind of rain could it be? But wet and heavy are what we are left with. So it is going to be I was walking to the bus stop in the heavy rain. My shoes were all dash by the time I reached the bus. So since it's raining heavily, the shoes are going to be all wet. Finally, we are just left with one word. A long time passed, dash the bus did not come. So, but will come here. A long time passed, but the bus did not come. Now again, this particular worksheet can be done by children who are a little older, who are able to read, because I prefer that the child reads the entire paragraph and fills in the word. If you feel that your child has got a very good and well developed vocabulary but is not reading so much yet, you can read out the paragraph and help the children to finish it. In either cases, it is an excellent way to build vocabulary, to teach children sentence formation, sentence structure, fitting words in the correct place, finally understanding and learning vocabulary and using English meaningfully. Happy learning, happy teaching, and remember to stay safe. Thank you.